Greetings and good evening, everyone. Welcome to night number 2 of 31 Horror Nights. I am Controller Cramps, and the pick for my number 30 favorite horror film of all time is American Psycho. American Psycho is a horror thriller movie released in April of 2000 and is based on a book by Bret Easton Ellis, who also wrote Less Than Zero and The Rules of Attraction. The movie is set in 1987 and follows main character Patrick Bateman. Bateman leads a double life as a very successful, though sociopathic investment banker during the day, and brutal, maniacal serial killer at night. Bateman, played by Christian Bale in probably his best ever performance, at least in my opinion, is obsessed with his looks and wealthy lifestyle, and at first glance wouldn't seem like your typical American serial killer. When I first saw this movie back in 2001 or so when I was in the Army, I didn't care for it. Perhaps it was a little too soon, around 10 years after the 80s, for me to appreciate the aesthetic. I hated the main character Bateman. There's absolutely nothing to like about him. He's selfish, egotistical, and just an overall malicious bastard. But eventually, through repeated viewings, I realized there was more to the movie than just an unlikable main character. I've begun to appreciate the movie for what I believe it truly is. A commentary on the excesses of urban professionals in the late 1980s. We called them yuppies, or young urban professionals. You probably know the type. These are people that would trample on the dying body of their own grandmothers to make a sale, so full of lies that their own identities slowly bleed away, leaving an empty husk of catchphrases and marketing slogans. These are people that will kiss your ass during a lunchtime business meeting and literally axe you to death when you meet up for drinks later that night. No moral compass, no guiding principles other than greed and vanity. There is a theory, however, that Bateman isn't a killer at all and that all of his murders are in his mind. There's definitely some evidence for this, and if you watch the movie with this in mind, it's almost like a whole new experience. I've probably seen American Psycho at least a dozen times. If I made a list of all-time favorite movies in general, it would probably rank much higher on my list than 30. It's extremely quotable, and the more you watch certain scenes, the more humor you will find in Bateman's disgusting behavior. The business card scene, the Huey Lewis in the News scene, those are two of the best, but the whole movie is filled with quotable, memorable scenes just like that. Plus, if you're a horror fan, and I know you are, you're going to love the kills. All of the kill scenes were filmed to perfection, and they still make me feel uncomfortable to this day. If you go in expecting a slasher movie, you won't be disappointed. Do yourself a favor and watch this as soon as you can, if you haven't already. I think you'll really enjoy it. That's about all for tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow for number 29.